What is going on, everybody? Philip here from the Figure Bros, bringing you guys another review. Today we are taking a look at another reissued figure from SH Figuarts. That is Frieza in his first form with his pod. Yet another reissued figure from this year from SH Figuarts, which is just fantastic to see. And before we do our usual thing, take them out of the box, look at articulation, accessories, all that good stuff and more, please right now do me the big favor, hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to also hit that notification bell so you guys never miss when Jared or I drop a video. With all that being said, let's go ahead and break him out of the box and go ahead and take a look at articulation first. All right, we got him out of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at articulation. Also, too, one note, he is the same size as Curlin. I will have a good size comparison of all the other DBZ figures towards the end of the video. But first, we're going to kick it off with articulation. So articulation of the head, go ahead and move his arms out of the way. Go ahead and lift the camera up just a little bit so we just get right there. Perfect. All right, starting with the head. His head, he can look down about that much, which is pretty good. The neck joint that it's on is a pretty much standard ball joint, a double ball joint down there and right there. And if you tilt it side to side, you can actually see the ball joint right inside there. So I do like it. He gets some really, really good side to side movement, making him look like a real menace. I kind of like that a lot. So down, up, pretty good there for articulation of the head. Moving over to the arms. So I love this. This is what, again, great ingenuity. They made it light. The arm pieces are very light. They also have a simple hinge, so they go right up, which is perfect, because if they didn't do that, we wouldn't be able to get this nice arm joint action right here. You can also see the bicep cut right there. And of course, double jointed elbows. Pretty good there. For the hand, we get no hinge on the hand whatsoever. It's just a standard ball joint, which no movement whatsoever. Kind of sucky there, but whatever. I'll go ahead and move over to the tail as well. You get to see right here, it's a simple ball joint. It can move up, it can move down, it can move side to side. It can do a full 360. Pretty good there. No need to go deeper detail than that. Ab crunch, we get a good amount looking down. As far as looking back, though, it's really just nothing there. So, and that's because, too, we have a ball joint here. We have one cut here. And just that simple cut does not give us anything at all. It's also just because of the arm. You could see, get the tail out of the way for you guys can see there's the cut right there. So that's okay. It's not good, it's not bad. But legs, we can't do the splits with the legs. Pretty standard for your SH Figuarts. But you can see here, we can kick outward pretty damn good, if I may say so myself. So really like that too. We also get a cut right here, a little bit of a thigh cut, double jointed knees. I like that a lot. No toe hinge, but we do get a ball joint on the foot, so you can make his foot go out like this and up about that much. Quick note to it for articulation goes, I do wish there were some toe hinges right here, like a little bit of a cut right there. They did it with Kaido. I can't see why they couldn't have done it with Frieza. I think it would have actually made him posing and stuff like that been a little bit easier, because you can see as far as like an actual like just regular generic pose of him standing, he is a little bit uneven with his balance, so you do have to kind of like manipulate it just a little bit more than you would like to, but he does pretty much do the job. All right, now before we go to accessories, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the look and design, the aesthetics of the figure. Paint quality really good here. I see no QC issues whatsoever. I do wish we did get a little more shading around the purple armor. Just a little bit like that would go a long way, but it's a nice glossy purple, really good. I do like that all the scales have like nice individual cuts in them, even on the tail. They didn't skip out on that. Again, no QC issues, pretty good there. As far as like the look goes for Frieza, I mean, come on, this looks like first form Frieza in a nutshell. It looks really good. I do like it a lot. The facial expression, the paint on the face, everything is just really good. The spikes on the helmet are actually really hard plastic, so I do like that it's not soft rubber, because his horns never curved or anything else like that when he was in first form. So I do like that it wasn't soft rubber. It's a nice stiff, hard, pointy plastic. So, but just be careful though. Of course, stuff like that does tend to chip and break. So just be careful with it. That's all. Also be careful with your hands too, because it is really sharp. You can poke yourself and hurt yourself on that one. Again, my only big issue as far as design goes, we just kind of missed some toe hinges here for articulation, and that also hurts the design a little bit. If they had that, this would have been a perfect looking design for a figure, but still damn near perfect. Where this figure ultimately shines is in his accessories. I'm going to show off the first accessory. Let's get Frieza out of the way because the camera will focus on him. First accessory right here is this hand and this effect. I'd actually put the effect on the hand. One thing I would like to note, I wish this hand just kind of came like this already, because this piece pops on and off very easily, and you can see it is so tiny. I would be afraid to lose it. When I was unboxing, I was afraid to. So, I mean, just when you unbox a Frieza like this and you see that little piece, be very careful, because one bounce on the floor and that thing could be gone forever. So just be careful. Another hand that we do get is a standard, you know, angrily gripping hand right there. Show it off. There we go. There we go. Get my own hand out of the way. Another hand that we do get right here. Him pointing. Pretty famous for Frieza right there. And then another hand of open palm. Pretty nice there. Face plates, we get a good array of face plates. So there's two things with this Frieza. So we get face plates. I love this expression a lot on this one. And all the expressions are like spot on for Frieza. We get face plates, but we also get an alternative head too. So here's another face plate looking, again, this is, I believe, the face plate that you would use if he was destroying Planet Vegeta right there. So it's really nice there, menacing face. Love that. And of course, here he was when he was angry. Oh, just love this expression. So there you go. You get an alternative head on here as well too. So really nice. And then for the other accessory, we actually get the Scouter, a pink Scouter. Really cool there. And then we also get another accessory. We get a 5-star Dragon Ball. So really nice there. Again, the good amount of accessories, but the biggest accessory that we get is this right here. His pod with the stand. So you can see the pod comes right on and off, and it stands beautifully. You can see inside. Detailing on this thing, pretty good. It could have used a little more paint, like right here on the inside. I don't know if my camera is going to pick this up right here on the inside. I do wish maybe this had a couple of like lights in function, or just painted on green lights or something like that, just showing where he's navigating. Something silly like that would have went a long way. That would have been really cool. It just pretty much, it's all generic in here. And he does pop on and off at the midsection. So right here, pops on and off pretty easily. They did put this right here, so you can also put his tail and his midsection. The only thing is too, I wish they didn't do this too. They made this like an actual ball joint so it can move and swivel around. I just wish it just went either just side to side but not forward, because when you're trying to put him in, you gotta really get it in right the first time. Otherwise, and because you have all these cuts in his joints, it is a little bit of a pain. But, and there we go. Took me a couple of minutes to get. It's really annoying. I wish one of two things. Either I wish that ball joint was a little bit stiffer, so there's only one direction to kind of go, either left or right. Because I mean, really, like, that's perfect, right? You're really not going to move him to the center. You're not swiveling him anyways. So I don't know why they just made that ball joint just stiff. Or I wish they made that ball joint a little bit taller. It's just tall enough to where you really got to line it up perfectly, and that's about it. So, and there you guys can see there's his other half looking down. So really cool there. I love this look a lot. It is just really nice. The pod to me completes Frieza, because that's pretty much where he always was in this pod. And the last thing I will touch on with this figure is the price. Now, the price for this is $77.99, which I think is pretty fair. I think it's pretty good. Is it perfect? No. A perfect price would be $65 or $60. I think that would be perfect, but we're talking about $10, $15 away from the price. $77 for this is not bad. Of course, you factor in taxes and probably shipping. If you get free shipping, great. But if you factor in taxes, you're going to pay a little upwards of $80 for this figure. You can get it on both Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth for pre-orders, because they're constantly doing reissues for these figures. And they're constantly re-releasing them. So there's always pre-orders for these figures and a lot of other figures as well. So keep your eye out for SH Figuarts. But I do think $77 is, you know, pretty fair. It's pretty good, especially when you're factoring in everything you get. You're getting, you know, the Frieza, the Dragon Ball, one tiny blast effect, a couple of hands, face plates. It's pretty good. You're getting a lot of plastic here. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck, I think. Now let's go ahead and jump up to the final verdict for this figure. I'm going to go ahead and flash it on the screen right now. And I'll go ahead and also flash up some size comparisons as well. For the final verdict score I gave for this Frieza is a 92 out of 100. That is an A grade. And that thing, anytime Jared or I give anything like an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, we're basically telling you, or like anything above 85 or 100 for someone like me who does reviews, we're basically telling you guys like, hey, we really think this is almost a must-have figure for your collection. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, this first form Frieza is as good as it gets. I really do believe that you can buy this first form Frieza and never have to buy another first form Frieza ever again. That's how confident I am with this figure. And I think this figure is really good. And for the price that you're paying, it's almost perfect. You can see how I broke it all down too. I'll go ahead and flash up right again on the screen so you can see. If you didn't, you can always hit pause and check it out for yourself. The only thing I really gave it off for was articulation a little bit. We get a little bit of hindrance for articulation, not a good ab crunch, which, gave it a lot of points. I do wish we had that toe hinge as well. That would have made it a little bit better. Not getting the full splits also hurts as well. And then the price, really, I gave it like an 18 out of 20 at price. Again, if you were knocking off like $5-10 for this figure, I think at that point that would be a 20 out of 20. I think it's a steal at that point. Or check eBay and see if someone's selling this figure for loose. You know, you may be able to score this thing for 50-55 bucks or something like that. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think. That's going to do it for this review. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Again, please hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Share it. Do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next review.